Hey guys, it's iPlays Official here. Welcome back to my channel. Now, it's been a solid minute since I have properly made a video for this channel. Recently I've been uploading a lot of Twitch highlights and been having a lot of fun with my Twitch channel, and that's kind of been my main focus, but it has been in the back of my mind to return to this channel for a long time. And I've kind of come to the conclusion, and this is what I found with my time in YouTube, that it's something you just gotta do. You just gotta make one video and that can kick the whole thing off, and then it's like you just open the gates of ideas. And I'm seeing that my hair is absolutely insane in the back, but it just opens like the floodgates, and it's like you just get floods of new ideas. So I'm hoping that's gonna happen, but we'll see. But I don't know, since quarantine has started, and it's kind of like, it's in a weird situation right now because some people are very extreme and they're like, oh, you can't go outside. Some people are like, just don't even care at this point. And so it's a weird situation, but we're still kind of staying away from people for the most part. And so I kind of just wanted to talk about a lot of the things that I have thought about, and a lot of things that I'd say I've discovered about myself in the time I've had during quarantine. And so I'll just say, like, I've literally had so much time, so I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I think it's just been, honestly, it's been a very positive experience for me, because I wouldn't say I'm fully introverted, but I'm not fully extroverted too, so it hasn't really been super horrible not being able to see people. Like, I've been okay, plus I have 3 siblings here and my parents to talk to, so we've been doing a lot of fun stuff. But yeah, I've been having a lot of time to think and a lot of time to just really figure out a lot of things. And so I guess I'll just begin by saying what my mind and my mental kind of situation was before this whole thing. I was having a lot of fun at school, I'll admit. Like, I was making a few friends, but I was really building on the friendships I already had, and it was a really great time, actually. I was really enjoying just spending time with people and getting to know people. And that summer I really changed myself around. I was dealing with a lot of things beforehand and doing a lot of things I shouldn't have, but I really got out of that situation, and I just kind of completely changed my life. I became a Christian, and I really just decided to completely quit everything, and it really added a lot of positivity to my life. And that lasted for quite a while, but I was still enjoying school, still enjoying spending time with people. Volleyball season was just about to start before quarantine came around. But I was beginning to think of my life beforehand, and that was beginning to become quite like a temptation. I was thinking about it a lot, and I was kind of wondering, like, am I really like happy, or is this just like something that's gonna pass? And that started to like worry me a bit. And kind of as the time went on, I've always had this kind of anxiety, and it's actually led to like a bit of, I'd say, depression at some points in my life. But I've always kind of had this anxiety that like I'm not doing enough with what, like, the talents and gifts I've been given, that I'm wasting my time. And even if I am doing something productive, I still feel like I'm not doing enough. Like, oh, I just did that for an hour. Like, I've got to be doing this all the time. Otherwise, I'm never going to make it, and I'm going to be like a failure. And that's like my constant worry. And the problem is I procrastinate a lot, and that's my kind of personality. I'm a bit lazy sometimes, and I just like to chill. So it's very conflicting in my mind. I feel like I should be editing videos. I feel like I should be making animations. I feel like I should be drawing. All the things that aren't like strict school curriculum. And then I also feel like I should be really trying in school and getting the best grades I can. And if I'm missing one of those, then I feel terrible. Like, I would just beat myself up about it and say, why can't you make room for this? Why are you still playing video games or watching TV shows? When I know it's because those are the things I enjoy, and those are things I have fun with, but I just, I was really like, I would know these things but still beat myself up about it. And I know a lot of you guys experience similar things where you really, something is okay. You know that video games are fine. In my situation, I knew that was fine. I knew that TV was fine, but I was absolutely beating myself up about the fact that I wasn't doing more. And that would actually cause me to like push it out my mind completely, and that caused me to become more lazy and play more video games. And so by trying to get rid of the thought that I'm not doing enough, it was actually causing me to do basically nothing and become very lazy, and I was just barely getting by in school. And so quarantine comes around, and oh my goodness, I played so many video games. I did like a bit of my e-learning, but it was so easy, so I had so much time. Some days I would just get on like Apex or something like that and play all day non-stop. And those thoughts of like, I'm not doing enough, I'm really lazy, began to come back. And there was a period of time where I was doing quite a bit of animation and getting quite a lot done, and that felt really great. But it just, I don't know, I kept on, like, that would come for like a week, and then for like like 2 or 3 weeks I would just do nothing. It really just made me think about a lot of things. And I think one thing that I realized is that I shouldn't pressure myself to do something that is natural. I would say my skills in making videos, my skills in art, that's all comes from a natural place of just like, well, maybe not videos, but like animation and art, like that comes from my imagination. That's like a natural thing, and it's not something that I can really force on myself. And when I kind of realized this, it was just like such a great feeling. Oh my goodness, because I realized every time I would force myself to make a piece of art or animate, and it wasn't based off some inspiration that came to my head, it was way worse than anything I would make if I was just like, you know what, I just really have a great idea, I know exactly what I want to do, and that would turn out so great. And it made me realize, firstly, and this was pretty big, is I don't think I want to pursue any of it in a career. Maybe editing, because that's more something that I can, or like graphic design, that's something I can produce a lot of, maybe even animation. But my art, I realized that really art is not something that, I don't know, some people are a lot of people are very different about it, but for me personally, it has to come naturally, because it comes from a place that isn't a part of the mind I can access by choice, but more something that's brought on. Sometimes I'm listening to a certain song and my mind is just filled with colors, and a lot of my art pieces reflect that, like, that they're just so colorful, and it's like an explosion of colors and sound, and oh my goodness, it's insane, and I can't put it down on paper like fast enough. So that's kind of like my art style, is just like rushing it in, doing it as fast as I can. It's literally like I'm drawing a slow-mo explosion. That's like how I feel when I'm doing it. And it's just like, I don't know, it feels so great to do, but it's not something that I can force on. If I was forcing on, I would just be drawing random shapes. But there is a lot of like intention, and these colors go together in a way that only that part of my mind can think up. And it's just like, maybe I could, make a piece of art that looks better to other people, but it wouldn't have the same meaning. And I think that's what's so important about art, is it's the meaning you give it. And for me, the meaning is, it's me trying to capture this part of my imagination that I can't think about. I can't access that part of my imagination. Like, I couldn't think, like, right now, like, when you think through memories and thoughts, you're kind of traveling through your mind. I can't travel to it. It's like, all of a sudden there's a portal that opens, and I have to be like, I can see through into it, and I have to be writing stuff down or drawing stuff. you know, and maybe it'll be awesome to hear, like, if you guys want to comment about it, like if you experience the same thing with your imagination, that it's like something that just comes out of nowhere and can be triggered by very random things, but it's like it's coming in so fast and so colorful and so vibrant. It's not something you could ever fully capture, but like, you know, it goes so fast, like it's difficult to capture, but sometimes you can just, like, whether it's an art piece or a video or music, you can just capture it, you know. Just discovering, like, where inspiration comes from, where imagination comes from a little bit can really help you understand whether you should, you know, be trying more harder to come up with these ideas, or in my situation, I've realized I've just got to let it do its own thing. I've got to let my imagination go its own way, and when it comes, I've got to seize it. And I feel like every time it comes, I do seize it, because I can't help it. It's what I really want to do. So it makes me realize there's no point in not doing it, or in doing it if I don't want to do it, which is such a nice feeling, because it's like, well, if I want to do it, I'm going to do it, you know. If I want to do it and it's easy and I have all the resources, of course I'm going to do it. Like, I have loads of art stuff. I have a new tablet that I just bought. I have like 70 Copic pens, which are awesome. Definitely recommend if you guys want to get into some very colorful art. Definitely recommend Copic. It's amazing. I love it. But yeah, so it's just, it's really something you've just gotta let kind of kind of let it do its own thing. That's the important thing.